time ever, compulsory figures have been officially abolished. In the past, figure skating scoring has consisted of the compulsory figures, the original program, and the free program. Well, eliminating the compulsory figures is the equivalent of reducing the number of outs per inning in baseball from 3 to 2. For some, this change hurts, but for others, it helps. Compulsory figures, the precise tracing of patterns on ice, has been an element of competitive skating since its beginning. But when Żelka Cizmazia completed her figures at the World Championships last March, it signaled the end of an era. Formally, this is the way scoring broke down. But amateur skating's governing body, the International Skating Union, has changed that system. Gone are the figures. The original and long programs are weighed more heavily.
Well, I love school figures, so I think it's too bad. But I think in realism, it's good for the sport.
Has Olympic gold now been handed to Midori Ito? She was taken out of last year's Worlds by her poor performance in figures. For her, the new rule is a relief.
I think very important compulsory, but I don't like compulsory.
Jill Trenery wouldn't have won last year's Worlds without them. And for Jill's American rival, Kristi Yamaguchi, there's no question how she feels.
I don't think I'll ever miss competing in figures.
The standings after the original program, Kristi Yamaguchi is first, followed by Midori Ito. Tanya Kwiatkowski is third, Patricia Neske fourth, and Evelyn Grossman is fifth. Midori Ito is in second place behind Kristi Yamaguchi, and she's next to skate. Kristi Yamaguchi watching now as Midori Ito in second place after that uncharacteristic fall in the short program is prepared to perform.
Midori Ito is arguably the greatest jumper ever in the ladies event, and it's evident in this triple Lutz. Look at the size of this jump. Perfectly done. The next jump she has planned, triple axel. She's the only woman in the world to ever land this in competition. Taking off forward, 3.5 revolutions in the air. And she over-rotates a little bit and can't hang on to the landing. Now that shouldn't hurt her too much in the judges' eyes because Kristi Yamaguchi did not attempt a triple axel. Jump is very important. Triple flip jump. And again, she can't hang on to the landing.
Scott, she appeared awfully close to the corner.
Well, that's one thing that she's been doing. And she complains about the size of the rink. She says it's too narrow for her, but she's not utilizing the ice properly. She's waiting too long to go into her jumps, and it puts her right up against the wall. You know, just watching her and Kristi back to back, you can see how Midori isn't as graceful as Kristi Yamaguchi. She doesn't have the same ice presence and flow and beauty to her skating that Kristi Yamaguchi has. But she does have the jumps. Oh, a beautiful, effortless triple loop jump.
Midori, now 21, the 1989 Ladies World Champion. She finished second to Jill Trenery of the U.S. in the 1990 Worlds in Halifax. And obviously one of the over overwhelming favorites for Albertville.
Well, she came in second to Jill at the World Championships, but she won both the freestyles. So without the compulsory figure, she would have won last year's World Championships. Very important combination coming up. Triple toe, triple toe. Here's the first one, nicely done, and she nails the second one.
Is this enough, however, to overcome Christy Yamaguchi's lead?
Well, that triple toe combination is so difficult, but she did put her hand down on triple axel and her triple flip turnout. She made enough mistakes. I think with Christy Yamaguchi's performance, any mistakes by Midori Ito will cost her the title.
Christy Yamaguchi looks on as Midori Ito receives the applause of this crowd in Buffalo and waits for the marks.
Midori just didn't seem to skate with the same fire and intensity that we've seen her skate with in the past, but she's so technically great. Here's another look at the triple axel. She's the only woman in the world to ever land this jump in competition, and you can see she's rotated a little bit too soon, and she can't hang on to the landing. But that shouldn't hurt her in the marks because, again, she's the only woman in the world that's ever landed that, and she's sort of setting the standard for everybody else. This is the jump that could have cost her the championship. Triple flip right here. Christy Yamaguchi landed it easily in her program, and Midori couldn't hang on to the landing.
Right now, Tracy Wilson is down with Midori Ito.
Midori, this is a new program for you. Were you a little nervous because of that?
Yes, because new program first time in competition, so I'm just a little nervous.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
Now Midori Ito waits for the marks for technical merit.
And this should be interesting, what mark she gets for technical merit, because she did great stuff, but she did make mistakes. And they are different. We had 5.59s and a 5.6 and a couple 5.7s. You can see some judges rewarded her for skating beautiful triple lutzes, triple toe combination, and the other judges' marks reflect the missed triple axel and the triple flip jump. So those are the marks that usually win competitions for Midori Ito.
Backstage, Christy Yamaguchi watching Midori watching the marks.
And these are not as good as her technical marks. 5.7s and 8s and a 5.6. And those are nowhere near as good as Christy Yamaguchi's marks. So Christy Yamaguchi, with a recent win over Jill Trenery, has defeated her second world champion this season.
Christy Yamaguchi with a solid hold on first place at Skate America. A big moment, however.